no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men would deceive us ever. One foot at sea and one on shore, to one thing constant never. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey, nonny, nonny.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. I'm here with Sheila, Henry, and Bill. Hopefully some other people will show up late to perform impromptu works of Shakespeare for you guys, chosen randomly by the Wheel of Shakespeare. So our first up, we have Henry is going to be do our first monologue. Bring the wheel up for Henry, and then Sheila is on deck. I keep changing StreamYard. I'm changed it on me, and I'm having. Oh, there we go. How it's set up. Change it. So there's Henry. Okay. So our first monologue is going to be done by Henry. Henry is going to do. Morocco, the Merchant of Venice. The First of Gold. Oh, it begins. Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 7.
The longer speeches comes after that first little one, which is the First of Gold.
If you'd like to do them both, yeah, the First of Gold. Yeah, that's how I start. I wrote it down as the one that starts with the First of Gold. If you prefer the other one, or you want to try to do both.
Well, I think it'll just go through without the Portia line. I think it'll just work through.
Yeah. Go ahead, do that then. If that feels.
Otherwise, it's only 6 lines. The First of Gold. Who this inscription bears? Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second silver, which this promise carries. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. This third, dull lead, with warning all as blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right? Some God direct my judgment. Let me see. I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give. For what? For lead? Hazard for lead? This casket threatens. Men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A gold mine stoops not to shows of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou beest rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And yet to be afeard of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. as much as I deserve. Why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, and in qualities of breeding. But more than these, in love I do deserve. What if I strayed no further, but chose here? Let's see once more the saying graved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. The Hyrcan deserts and the vast wilds of wide Arabia are as thoroughfares now for princes to come view fair Portia. The watery kingdom whose ambitious head spits in the face of heaven is no bar to stop the foreign spirits, but they come as o'er a brook to see fair Portia. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. This like that lead contains her? 'Twere damnation to think so base a thought. It were too gross to rib her cerecloth in the obscure grave, or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued to try gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. They have in England a coin that bears the figure of an angel, stamped in gold, but that's insculpted upon. And here an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose, and thrive I, as I may. End of scene.
Okay. Great job. So, Sheila, you're up next, and then I am on
Yes.
deck. I will go after Sheila performs. Reverse, even or odd. Like Romeo and Juliet, Act 1, Scene 3. Should be an even or odd.
I lay 14 in my teeth, and yet, to my teeth be it spoken, I have but 4. She's not 14. How long is it now till Lammas tide? Even or odd, of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she, Mary. I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years. And she was weaned. I never shall forget it. Of all the days of the year, upon that day. For I had then laid wormwood on my dug, sitting in the sun under the dove-house wall. My lord and you were then at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain, but as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dug, and felt it bitter, pretty fool, to see it tetchy and fall out with the dug. Shake, quoth the dove-house, 'twas no need, I trow, to bid me trudge, and since that time it is 11 years. For then she could stand alone. Nay, by the rood she could have run and waddled all about. For even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, oh, God be with his soul, was a merry man. I took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holiday, the pretty wretch left crying and said, Aye! To see now how a jest shall come about, I warrant. And should I live 1,000 years, I never should forget. Wilt thou not, Jewel, quoth he, and pretty fool, it stint and said, Hi. Scene.
Okay, great. You really got into that one. That was fun to watch. Okay, so it's my turn now, and then Bill's on deck. The monologue is going to be Buckingham being led to execution. Will not King Richard let me speak with him? Hastings and Edward's children, rivers grey, holy King Henry, and thy fair son Edward, Vaughan, and all that have miscarried by underhand corrupted foul injustice, if that your moody discontented souls do through the clouds behold this present hour, even for revenge mock my destruction. This is All Souls' Day, fellows, is it not? Why then, All Souls' Day is my body's doomsday. That is the day that in King Edward's time I wished might fall on me when I was found false to his children or his wives' allies. This is the day wherein I wish to fall by the false faith of him I trusted most. This All Souls' Day to my fearful soul is the determined respite of my wrongs. That high all-seer that I dallied with hath turned my feigned prayer on my head, and given in earnest what I begged in jest. Thus doth he force the swords of wicked men to turn their own points on their masters' bosoms. Now Margaret's curse is fallen upon my head, when he, quoth she, shall split the heart with sorrow. Remember, Margaret was a prophetess. Come, sirs, convey me to the block of shame. Wrong hath but wrong, and blame the due of blame. Okay. Bill, you're up. Only four of us, so I think no reason we can't do a second round of monologues. So, Henry, you're on deck to go again after Bill does. And a barbarous. I will tell you the barge is, I believe, how that one starts.
Okay.
Antony and Cleopatra, Act 2, Scene 2.
All right.
So whenever you're ready.
All right. I will tell you. The barge she sat in like a burnished throne burned on the water. The poop was beaten gold, purple the sails, and so perfumed that the winds were lovesick with them. The oars were silver, which to the tune of flutes kept stroke and made the waters which they beat to follow faster, as amorous as their strokes. For her own person it beggared all description. She did lie in her pavilion, cloth of gold of tissue, or picturing that Venus where we see the fancy outwork nature. On each side, her On each side her stood pretty dimpled boys, like smiling cupids, with divers colored fans, whose wind did seem to glow the delicate cheeks which they did cool, and what they did and what they undid did. Her gentlewomen, like Nereides, so many mermaids tended her in the eyes, and made their bends adornings at the helm. A seeming mermaid steers, a silken tackle swell with the touches of those flower soft hands that yarely frame the office. From the barge, a strange invisible perfume hits the sense of the adjacent wharfs. The city cast her people out upon her, and Antony, enthroned in the marketplace, did sit alone, whistling to the air, which, but for vacancy, had gone to gaze on Cleopatra too, and made a gap in nature. Upon her landing, Antony sent to her, invited her to supper. She replied it should be better he became her guest, which she entreated. Our courteous Antony, whom ne'er the word no to woman heard speak, being barbed 10 times o'er, goes to the feast, and for his ordinary pays his heart for what his eyes eat only. Let's see.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we've all gone through once. Let's go back for round 2 of monologues. Henry is up next, and he'll do. Excuse me. He'll do. Jupiter, no more you petty spirit. At the end of Cymbeline, Act 5, Scene 4. So whenever you're ready.
Okay. No more, you petty spirits of region low, offend our hearing. Hush! How dare you ghosts accuse the thunderer, whose bolt you know, sky-planted, batters all rebelling coasts? Poor shadows of Elysium, hence, and rest upon your never-withering banks of flowers. Be not with mortal accidents oppressed, no care of yours it is, you know 'tis ours. Whom best I love I cross, to make my gift the more delayed, delighted. Be content, your low-laid son our Godhead will uplift. His comforts thrive, his trials well are spent. Our jovial star reigned at his birth, and in our temple he were married. Rise and fade. He shall be lord of Lady Imogen, and happier much by his affliction made. This tablet lay upon his breast, wherein our pleasure his full fortune doth confine. And so, away, no further with your din. Express impatience, lest you stir up mine. Mount, eagle, to my palace crystalline. End of scene.
Okay, very nice. Shelia is up next, and then I'm on deck. Shelia's next monologue is going to be. Radiant 12, Hungry Spirits. I believe there's another one where like the servant coming in a couple times interrupts things, and you can skip. You can kind of skip that and continue the. So it's more continuity.
Okay, so this is
Act,
after.
Act 1, Scene 5. Yeah, I think before, the come you spirits, I think she says some stuff before, and then the servant comes in. If you want to do that and just ignore the servant, you can, or you can just start with come you spirits, whatever's more comfortable for you.
Hmm. I didn't find that line. I am going to go with after the messenger exits. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shakes my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to call hold. Scene. I found it. We just.
Yeah. Okay, great job. So, my turn, and then Bill is on deck. My second monologue will be As a hand, and it played what I told you. And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother, that you insult, exult, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty, as by my faith I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed? Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? What means this? Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than is the ordinary of nature's sail work. Odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes open, my eyes too. No faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your inky brows, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can entame my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you not follow her, like foggy south puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that makes the world full of ill-flavored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. And out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself. Down on your knees, and thank heaven, fasting, for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well. Okay, Bill's going to do our last monologue before we spin for scenes. And so Bill's monologue will be... Oberon, I know a bank with the rose.
Okay.
Act 2, Scene 1. So whenever you're ready, go for it.
Okay. Let's see. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. Do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, effected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow. See.
Okay, great. So great job today, everybody, with the monologues. Now let's see what the wheel gives the four of us in terms of roles in short scenes. Okay, first we've got, and again, the same order we went in will be the order in which we choose amongst the roles. Merry Wives of Windsor. That's Mistress Quickly and Falstaff, Act 2, Scene 2. Falstaff. And Winter's Tale, Perdita and Florizel. So Winter's Tale, Act 4, Scene 4. And Perdita. Okay, so we've got, and so the roles to choose from: Mistress Quickly, Falstaff, Perdita, or Florizel. Henry gets first choice. What would you like?
I'll do Falstaff, please.
Okay, Henry will be Falstaff.
Oh, I have to do quickly. I have to do quickly.
Okay. Julia will take Mistress Quickly. I will take Florizel, and that will leave Bill to be Perdita. Okay, so let's see. So we got the two, got Henry and Sheila, who are going to be Falstaff and Mistress Quickly. Merry Wives, Act 2, Scene 2. So look for that. Well, myself and Bill are looking for our scene, Act 4, Scene 4 of
Give your worship good morrow.
Sorry. I'm
Yes,
just
I'll
going.
give your worship good morrow.
Good morrow, good wife.
Oh, not so, and please your worship.
Good maid, then.
I'll be sworn, as my mother was the first hour I was born.
I do believe the swearer. What with me?
Shall I vouchsafe your worship a word or two?
2,000, fair woman, and I'll vouchsafe thee the hearing.
There's one Mistress Ford, sir. I pray, come a little nearer this ways. I myself dwell with Master Dr. Hyas.
Well on, Mistress Ford, you say?
Your worship says very true. I pray your worship, come a little nearer this ways.
I warrant thee nobody hears. Mine own people, mine own people.
Are they so? Well, God bless them and make them his servants.
Well, Mistress Ford, what of her?
Why, sir, she's a good creature, Lord, Lord, your worship so wanton. Well, heaven forgive you and all of us, I pray.
Mistress Ford. Come, Mistress Ford.
Oh, Mary, this is the short and the long of it. You have brought her into such a canaries as 'tis wonderful. The best courtier of them all, when the court lay at Windsor, could never have brought her to such a canary. Yet there had been knights and lords and gentlemen with their coaches. I warrant you, coach after coach, letter after letter, gift after gift, smelling so sweetly, oh, musk, and so rustling, I warrant you, in silk and gold, and in such elegant terms, and in such wine and sugar of a woman, the best and the fairest, that would have won any woman's heart. And I warrant you, they could never get an eye wink of her. I had my fill of 20 angels given me this morning, but I defy all angels in any such sort as they say, but in the way of honesty. And I warrant you, they could never get her so much as sip on a cup with the proudest of them all. And yet there'd been earls, nay, which is more pensioners. But I warrant you, all is one with her.
But what says she to me? Be brief, my good she Mercury.
Well, Mary, she hath received your letter, for the which she thanks you 1,000 times, and she gives you to notify that her husband will be absent from his house between 10 and 11.
10 and 11?
Ay, forsooth. And then you may come and see the picture, she says, that you wot of. Master Ford, her husband, will be from home. Alas, the poor woman leads an ill life with him. He's a very jealousy man. She leads a very frample life with him, good heart.
10 and 11. Woman, commend me to her. I will not fail her.
Ah, why, you say well. But I have another messenger to your worship. Mistress Page hath her hearty commendations to you too. And let me tell you in your ear, she's as virtuous a civil modest wife, and one I tell you that will not miss your morning nor evening prayer as any is in Windsor, whoe'er be the other. And she bade me tell you, your worship, that her husband is seldom from home, but she hopes there will come a time. I never knew a woman so dote upon a man. Surely I think you yes, it is.
Not I assure thee. Setting the attractions of my good parts aside, I have no other charms.
Oh, blessing on your heart for it.
But I pray thee tell me this. Has Ford's wife and Page's wife acquainted each other how they love me?
That were a jest indeed. They have not so little grace, I hope. That were a trick indeed. But Mistress Page would desire you to send her your little page of all loves, Her husband has a marvelous affection to the little page, and truly, Master Page is an honest man. Never a wife in Windsor led a better life than she does. Do what she will, say what she will, take all, pay all, go to bed when she list, rise when she list. All is as she will. And truly, she deserves it. For if there be a kind woman in Windsor, she is one. You must send your little page. No remedy.
Why, I will.
Nay, but do so then. And look you, he may come and go between you both. And in any case, have a nay word that you may know one another's mind. And the boy need never to understand anything, for 'tis not good for children should go into wickedness. Old folks, have discretion, as they say, and know the world.
Fare thee well. Commend me to them both. There's my purse. I am yet thy debtor. Boy, go along with this woman. Ah, this news distracts me. Sayest thou so, old Jack? Go thy ways. I'll make more of thy old body than I have done. Will they yet look after thee? Wilt thou, after the expense of so much money, be now a gainer? Good body, I thank thee, and let them say 'tis grossly done, so it be fairly done. No matter. And you see?
Okay, thank you. Now it's time. Now we got myself and Bill do the Florizel and Perdita scene. Act 4, Scene 4. It looks like it's just the top of the scene up until when the shepherd and the other people come in. You found it. You're ready to go, Bill?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'll go and start. These your unusual weeds to each part of you do give a life. No shepherdess but Flora peering in April's front. This your sheep shearing is a meeting of the petty gods, and you the queen aunt.
Sir, my gracious lord, to chide at your extremes, it not becomes me. Oh, pardon that I name them. Your high self, the gracious mark of the land, you have obscured with a swain's wearing, and me, poor lowly maid, most goddess like pranked up. But that our feasts in every mess have folly, and the feeders digest it with a custom, I should blush to see you so attired. Sworn, I think, to show myself a glass.
I bless the time when my good falcon made her flight across thy father's ground.
Now Jove afford you cause. To me the difference forges dread. Your greatness hath not been used to fear. Even now I tremble to think your father by some accident should pass this way as you did. Oh, the fates! How would he look to see his work so noble vilely bound up? What would he say? Or how should I, in these my borrowed flaunts, behold the sternness of his presence?
Apprehend nothing but jollity. The gods themselves, humbling their deities by love, have taken the shapes of beasts upon them. Jupiter became a bull and bellowed, the green Neptune a ram and bleated, and the fire-robed god, golden Apollo, a poor humble swain. As I see now, their transformations were never for a piece of beauty rarer, nor in a way so chaste, since my desires run not before mine honor, nor my lusts burn hotter than my faith.
Oh, but sir, your resolution cannot hold when 'tis opposed, as it must be by the power of the king. One of these two must be necessities, which then will speak that you must change this purpose, or I my life.
Now, dearest Perdita, with these forced thoughts, I prithee darken not the mirth of the feast, or I'll be thine, my fair, or not my father's. For I cannot be mine own, nor anything to say if I be not thine. To this I am most constant, though destiny say so. Be merry, gentle, strangle such thoughts as these with anything that you behold the while. Your guests are coming. Lift up your countenance, as it were the day of celebration of that nuptial which we two have sworn shall come.
O Lady Fortune, stand you auspicious.
See your guests approach. Address yourself to entertain them sprightly, and let's be red with mirth. Okay, good job, everybody. Great performing with you guys as always. So hope the people watching on YouTube enjoyed, and we'll see you again the same time 2 weeks from today for the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. See you guys then. Bye now.